Garth, tell me about Just Peace for Palestine.
Just Peace for Palestine is a new campaign that Amos Trust is involved with. It's an initiative that starts from Amos Trust, but it's a network of many different organizations. And we are recognizing that there's a lot of people who are very concerned about the suffering of the Palestinian community, and they would like to do something about it. And so different organizations are coming together. This is very much an interfaith initiative. It's working, looking for churches, mosques, synagogues, get involved to make sure that there is justice for the Palestinians. But we say at the same time, the strapline is a just peace for Palestine means peace and security for Israelis. In other words, this is a win-win. If we give justice to the Palestinians who for 60 years have been waiting, then it does mean there's peace.
Peace and security for Israel.
Peace and security for Israelis is crucial because obviously both communities have got to get to the point where they can walk forwards.
Where did the initiative come from?
The initiative came from Amos Trust, and we are human rights concerned for the issue in the Middle East. And to say, look, Gaza, a lot of people felt this isn't acceptable. You can't bomb people who are actually in prison. They couldn't get away. No good sending down things saying we're going to bomb you. They can't run. So 1,400 killed, this isn't the way forward. And there was no need for the war. Former President Jimmy Carter pointed that out. It wasn't necessary. There are other ways to deal with things. So we're saying, let's get together. Let's help leaders by building stuff on the ground. Let's do suitable actions that help raise the profile of the Palestinian community and at the same time reflect that commitment to both communities so that dignity and justice can come.
So what kind of actions do you think will bring justice with peace that have not been tried or succeeded in the past? What's different this time?
Yes, what actually we're doing is not doing a different campaign. We're trying to be a portal that brings new people in so that they link with the campaigns that are already happening. So many of the organizations that people will see when they come in, they'll be able to choose who do they go with. This one is the Palestine Solidarity Campaign. This one is some other group who they think I really relate to that. But at the same time, we will be giving 3 actions that people can do during the year, which they can pick up and do something about. There's many people, maybe they've not been campaigning before, maybe they don't know what to do, so we'll give them that information. So we're not starting a new campaign, but it is a popularizing of the campaign and a portal to get people involved.
And which campaigns do you feel have been most successful most recently, or where do you see movement occurring?
I think one of the issues that's come right to the forefront, and interestingly we were working with both an Israeli and a Palestinian just recently, who both said the same thing, is boycott is necessary now. Boycott, divestment and sanctions, because these are moral campaigns. They're not campaigns of violence. We reject violence as a way forward. And to do something that is trying to change people and challenge people from a moral viewpoint to come to international law, to come to a human rights position, is very important, very powerful. That changed things in South Africa. It can change things in the Israel-Palestine situation.
And do you see it as, is it theory, or can you think of examples of where recently that you feel it has succeeded?
Oh yeah, I mean it's already succeeded with Veolia. In Stockholm, they actually withdrew they were campaigning. Sorry, they weren't campaigning, but they were going to link up with Veolia on a project. They withdrew it because of Veolia's involvement in a project going up to the settlements in Jerusalem. And this
the light railway.
The light railway. And they have now withdrawn from that project, Veolia, because they've realised they're going to lose a lot of money if they do something that goes against the 4th Geneva Convention. And so this is a big issue. It's proving that it's working. And I think in other ways that can be done as well. Many people have campaigned about Caterpillar. That hasn't necessarily worked as a campaign, but it's publicised the fact that Caterpillar is a war machine in that context that is causing devastation for many people. Well, that's a big moral issue they're going to have to address.
Yeah. What about the recent decision of the Trade Union Congress here in Britain? Do you see the trade unions getting...
The trade unions are getting involved, and I think this is something that the Palestine Solidarity Campaign have really worked on with the trade unions. they are saying enough is enough. It's no longer acceptable what's going on. The war on Gaza was a terrible thing, and therefore we have to boycott goods that are being used to particularly to support the occupation. And that's where I think the heart of boycott is going in, to say stop making money out of occupation.
So the new initiative is called?
New initiative is called Just Peace for Palestine. A just peace for Palestine means peace and security for Israelis, and that will be particularly focusing on churches, mosques, synagogues, faith communities first, but then others can join in as well.
Thank you. Thank you, Garth.